Buga ne bano abapolisi bamulemesezza ebibuga ne bamusindika mu kyalo naye ate enjiri agikasuseeyo.
Kiriyo bwabanga yatula ne electoral commission na gazeti ngekifo n'ekifo bakyogera kisaawe egende n'abeera prevented bamenya electoral law. Abo tumukunde yabalekamu abo bemulaba abo.
Okay, kansomeka
abo bantu batumukunda abo.
Okay, however Bakaise
Mumanyi ekita mumanyi
Bakaita
ashimayiringa bwati
General Tumukunde's candidature threatens both NRM and opposition. Okay, agamba what? However, General Tumukunde's best weapon is the wealth of evidence he has gathered on politicians from his days as internal security organization ISO boss. He must have utilized his 2 years term as security minister to collect more evidence against several politicians. With this valuable information, Tumukunde can destroy any of his opponents using damaging information. This means that he has information he can use to bring down his opponents. General Tumukunde has always come at a time when the core of the NRM government has become weak due to internal wrangles and the negative impact of the mafia fellowship. He can easily identify those responsible for stealing government funds and those who have undermined service delivery. He can use this information to intimidate government officials who would want to frustrate his presidential bid by exposing their scandals. In fact, the coming election is not going to be based on policies. In fact, the coming elections is not going to be based on policies, but will be more focused on scandals. General Tumukunde wields much influence in the Ugandan media and state institutions. This became evident when he was arrested recently. Mainstream media gave him a platform. The New Vision did not publish his picture where he was in handcuffs and seated on a small chair. The story went ahead to describe security operatives who raided his Kololo home as being mean-looking men. Tumukunde's influence in the media had also been evident against former IGP General Kale Kaihura. Despite the fact that Tumukunde, as security minister, was Kaihura's boss, the media heaped blame of insecurity in the country at that time on Kaihura. All this demonstrated Tumukunde's influence in the media. He also used the media against Abdallah Chitata to protect his motorcycle business. Tumukunde has infiltrated many organized groups. All the attempts by the president to finance these groups have always been undermined by the mercenary media. He has planted his allies in government, replacing Museveni loyalists. It seems by the time government realized his real intentions, a lot of damage had been done. Finally, Tumukunde is part of the group that Museveni handles with soft gloves. This is why Tumukunde is arrested and given more important responsibilities upon release. Can Museveni handle him now? That is the question, because he has come at a delicate time of an election. It is not known how strong he is given the above factors. His recent arrests might have disrupted his plans, but it seems he had made strong inroads. It is claimed that he had already put up a political structure with a list of possible MPs and district chairpersons. Given the information he has, Tumukunde has easily exploit the political wrangles and consolidate himself. For example, he can disorganize Bobiwine's group within a very short time. Politicians with dented credibility will fear joining General Mugisha Muntu's party and can easily seek solace and future protection from Tumukunde's formation. The Mafia Fellowship, whose members fear for their future but have lots of money, can finance a serious political campaign with General Tumukunde with the expectations to protect them. Those who have fallen out with President Museveni and many who fear people power and looking for temporary shelter may opt to join Tumukunde the moment they realize that his presidential bid is serious. This will undermine both people power and the Democratic Party. Tumukunde must have registered a political party because the wrangles over Bobiwine's National Unity platform are working in Tumukunde's favor. The final outcome will give guidance on what to do to avoid Bobby's mistakes. With FDC in political limbo, the former financiers of Dr. Kiza Besigye operate on trust, which people power lacks. The way Besigye has been humiliated by his former allies in FDC leaves him with no choice but to back Tumukunde's bid. He will obviously ensure that both FDC and General Mugisha Muntu's auntie do not succeed where he has failed for the last 20 years. Brett, ensonga bwedi. Ensonga. Era wagamba election tezigenda kuba based on policies but rather scandals. Kyenatandikideko wane.
Obalaba bena batekamu abasajja abamanyi. Tinyefunza. Otafire mbabazi kayibula tekawo body nemu bya science ebyo bimuyekita ebyo simulungi ndoza mukatuli
hayiwawo mubiri
commitment mukatuli kyabera nnyo komito olabanze na semblance naye kitange yangama to mukama ubwa kuwangwa mulimo mulindanga nagoba tudukanga ku lutalo that's why museveni is abana babe banvuma akakufira ko kajja tuleetera obuzibuwa kubana bo batunulira ti Bobiwine nadda mu motoka ne yebaka. Do you believe Bobiwine teyalivuze to the nearest gundi? Taina mba supporters omu
ainam
is provoking you nebo yalivudda we kiryandongo ne mumukwata nti goloza mu Uganda mulimu otasobola kuvanga ova wakana ogenda nze sigenda mu mbalala yonna luddawa nenkoma we wakane ndebaka nesula bwero nsule mu bulangitizamu ntibano nkole na baba jozi jongo nko bembu doni kwase ekikwe
otuddemu
nti Bobiwine yali badde tasobola kugenda ntibankwatidde ku road block curfew is provoking you.
People think that it is just a simple walkover. For example, when you look at the genesis of this thing and how it all started, of course it looked like a joke in the first place. It was an accumulation of a lot of thoughts that we came up with such a program. Much as it spilled the beans, but originally, you know, it was a joint effort. I think, Honorable, you are just branding it in a wrong way, because we also made some mistakes, but the mistakes don't respond to mistakes to make a corrective. I think we apologize for what happened, and we are willing to compensate you. But even then, I would wish to ask you one thing. We have been quite very close for more than a decade. Now, if such a thing happened, would you castrate your son because you have found him with your girlfriend? Or you would simply find an amicable way of either relinquishing the relationship or something of the sort? I'm trying to phrase it. I don't know if you are getting me correctly.
You see, you simply don't understand the state in which I am. At the same time, you don't understand the actual consequences of the action that you did, you people. Let me tell you one thing. I'm not cautioning you or pinning you because of the money that was lost, but the action behind it. Just imagine it yourself. How would you take a person whom you call not just a close friend, but a very close partner in business? You exhibit a lot of trust, and you actually trust them so much, and you send them out. Then they take advantage of your disadvantages to cheat you. That is simply betrayal. It is not greed. It is not what, but betrayal, disrespect. And it's not even a thuggery, because you guys are not thugs. But the treatment you took me through, it was a total disappointment and a turn-off of my Katasa relationship with you. But the whole good thing is that an approach was set. But the unfortunate bit is now, when His Excellency got involved in the whole thing and got to run about that money scam and the scandal, that I had to explain myself for almost 20 minutes on phone. It was really uncalled for. And I would request all of you, and whoever was involved, to stay away from such, because you know how we got this money, you know how we shared, and you truly know each and every step. But at the same time, you know how you turned out to become cheats. So anyhow, I invited you to settle this once and for all. We agreed on how we are supposed to transact, and I'm here to demand my lawyer is here. The cake is there, so all I would need is you people to sign the transfer forms and hand them in, because we literally have no time. I wanted us to work on this immediately. We can effect the transfers as soon as possible. So that is what I would like all of you to do.
Babadde basayininga kibanyabo
bizimbe
yabitunde ngoziongo ngoyimba wafulumisa kayimba ki
amanyi geddogoti tosobola okatera mandu andinjineseza akayo kali bakalijo nalaba obulenzi obwo nennakalema bweyewuba nennalwe muyina ekikulu kuteekitawo na Yesu yali kiwonya temuliddamu kundeetako kamanyiro temuli kiddamu obuzimbe bwabwe yabututte kati bukaaba ate singa tabadde daddi singa tadde daddi nali kubye ka video babbye sente zaffe abo abaana babbye sente za daddi gwemubuuze airampita maayisani nze nali adapted son
naye
era njagala nnyo
wali daddi ng'obaddeho omukuba
era bw'agamba nedda nali mbadde nkubanga buno mbumu bamba omalawo waliwo omulenzi yerijja ajja kutuuka ku kyaba nekirine waasi avoid me mwankuba emyaka 8 kanagisi eyampita omulalu kanagisi akatona akakulu bali bufumba mu pipa ng'akaloddo obulenzi obwo bali bufumba mu pipa ng'akaloddo
naye gwe tosonyiwa
hapana
na anida Tamale omuntu
Jesus yatugamba
omuntu bwakiriza
nti mubasonyi wakati bamanyi kye bakola bano bali bamanyi kye bakola what if Museveni was Amin voti mbabazi Museveni is a fool katudde waliwo kati bwe watudde bwotyo ng'osayininga ate ku lunaku lwe nazaaliwa kaka ekiwanuka muwulidde kiriwa kiwanuka muwuma omuwulira be babaddewo nga basayininga ekizimbe kyokunasa ekyo kibadde bazimbe ekinene kyakana akawunye akajja kawunye oluwu mukazijjawa
ekyo kyebazimba
era abazimbi bakyuse kontrakita mulala waliwo ekyekabalagala ekirungi ennyo ekyo era kibadde kyakana akawunye ennyo hiyo petu ulipata wewe mtoto pesa yote hiyo ulipata wapi?
Tamale abantu bafunye hitoke
kanone kaduka katikati wa Sudiru mu Victoria ate tugenda okulwanagana ne Sudiru na muyamba nnyo kakati bano bwe bamutulisa mu mbeera ye nanzirukako na yansa sule
ani
Sudiru
akusasule
I fought for him
omubanja naye kamulwaniranga mukwano
ati nebutuukayo nesimu natakyagikwata lajivu anti yali ampise mbutu nentwala embazi embizi natwala embazi nkattireyo kuba bwobugenda nebukola bwebuti kati nemukuleeta sente tebumanyi nze mbumanyi nti buli mu panic I know why they are panicking ate Bobiwine bwe munamupanikingira mukamba buli emu nawandika akatabo kange there was a movie fisherman nembaga nti abavubi bagezi abavubi batika eryato gomanya eryato eritika lole bbiri ne bali jesi ekisumu ne ligomeddimu ewaffe lolezi tata balekayo bwekati naye sayansi wabwe kyobula bakuga nti osika bugaali buli muntu atula ku kyamunne osuula eggaali nsuula seminti wo to save the boat bwotula ku byo mufa kakati waliwo ekiseera wootuukira salenda yowa kansalas leg osigalewo
ng'oli mulamu kuba bw'okulekako kugenda kuttisa.
Ekyokubiri abavubi abo bw'ogwa mu nnyanja basooka ne bakuzzaamu ne bakuba empira ne bakuzzaamu bakuyamba ku mulundi gwa kusatu ogenda nabo oba okyalina amaanyi ogenda nabo omuvubi asooka nakuba empi nakuzzaamu amaanyi ne gakugwamu kuba ennyanja okomawo emirundi eki ogenda noddayo ogwokusatu todda ogwokuna gwali badde ogwokuna todda kasansi w'ennyanja fe abakolanga amagendo tumumanyi tumanya n'akali nti kali awo ako kasoka ako
kakati nga tusiibula Tamale
kakati bano mbamanyi nti they fear to go abroad kati abo abaana baleeta ekizibu bwe bamala okubba ssente ku akawunti ezo ate era bana abagagga abaali batereseeyo ne basaba banka statements kakati buli mugagga yenna eyasaba banka statement sai akawunti yazikutte kibayinza kugenda ezo zafudde poteya sente zafudde abo nze nabawonya nembaga nti sai yali evudde ku Manila Embassy nga yingidde banka Philippines nga bagenda kusangawo basai ebe bayita bamanager babavumbagire singa bali mu America for trial anti bali bagenda mu private jet
kati nga tusi
dadi alina private jet eri Nairobi gye yali abatwaliramu aba tekwali wonyeko n'omu obwo bwano kakati omusajja kyagambye betrayal nange credibility yange mwagita I welcome the professors for good nebino bimuga nti akyatukuba akyakola why gomo abawala fe twabawandikiranga ebbaluwa nga tubakwana nodduka ne kuluzi toyagala musisinkana oboyite ewaabwe ogenda okulanga yakkubira jambu
tusibule tuve wano
yakkiriza
Tamale nga tusiibula nga tuva wano kikyasoboka poliisi okukyusa mu mbeera gyekwata Bobiwine ebbaluwa ya justice bakameina ekyesobola okukyusa
nti President Museveni ayite ba campaigners bano abakwena mu secretariat babasomere ebbaluwa eyo
ba campaigners be bano bafulu fika
bonna afune gundi gwenkugambye mukodome wa president gentleman
Karugire
kaihono uyo omwana very humble simanyi nti n'abantu bamumanyi he only appears when he has gone to court he's respected akiri oba kibonekana
abayite president
kiboneka tagendayo
ni munnamateeka wa president
mukozi wa sente munyinako data nyingi munyinako recordings impititive ngalagira principal judge
tumuleke akiri kyobaddewo tugamba kibayinza okukola
kati okendi mukuba talisulawo sigata yagenze wadde kuyamba bintu byaffe kakati babannyonnyole
inga abayise
etteeka eryo abalamuzi ensonga 10 ze baawa which can affect the election process. We are not talking about one element of the election. When you sit mukunde nga yoba mga ntogenda bundi bujju mulaba ayomba akabalinga abakwata bukwasi yamanya munkoledde where am I supposed to go kuba yakimanyi nti omusiru ono omupolisi yetamanyi nti tumukunde yatula ne electoral commission n'amanya gyagenda kati engala bisejjembe ebifungula ndiga ebigumba tutu ebimpemempeme byo bye bakozesa ate mukunde yabakoza kulaba mukuba
mbere bulungi
yafunamu